Good night and welcome to Benalmádena's first English news broadcast. Digital Costa del Sol brings you every Friday all the information about this week's news. The mayor, Víctor Navas, visited Fitur this week to present Benalmádena's new tourism strategy that aims to promote 4 new market segments such as gastronomy, nature, leisure and sport.
Benalmádena has been present for another year at Fitur, showing the world the attractives of our town as a tourist destination. Our municipality is still one of the favorite destinations on the Costa del Sol, and now it is also betting on new market segments such as sport tourism or cultural tourism. The mayor, Víctor Navas, spoke with us in the Costa del Sol area, where later took place the presentation of the municipal tourism strategy. The new strategy is segmented into 4 new tourist seals to design campaigns aimed at specific markets: nature, gastronomy, leisure, and sport. With these new tourist seals, we will promote Benalmádena as an attractive destination all year around, beyond the sun and beach season, ideal to enjoy getaways because of our good weather and excellent connection due to our central position on the Costa del Sol. Through these 4 tourist seals, determined after a previous study of those aspects of the tourist offer that most interest our visitors, we make a new breakthrough in breaking the seasonality. The promotion of the 4 tourist seals will be carried out through a new website, disfruta.benalmadena.es. He also highlighted the investment prepared for the coastal area. We are now developing the largest investment in the coastal facade of recent decades, a process called to enhance all our attractions as a tourist destination. It is important to have a tourism sustainable and sensitive to major vectors that will mark its future, such as digitization, deseasonalization. Benalmádena is a maximum exponent of the best proposal from Spain's tourism, and we are now beginning to see the economic recovery. For his part, the manager of the Marina, Manuel Jiménez, who emphasized that despite the complicated end of the year, they hope to continue with the comeback. 2021 ended complicating the tourism recovery we are experiencing with the new variant of coronavirus. We hope that from the second quarter of the year, we will start the recovery again. We want to use Fitur as a spearhead for this recovery, and that is the message that we bring both the companies and the destinations we meet here. Jiménez, who is also president of Marinas de Andalucía, has also put in value the resistance of the nautical sport, emphasizing the recovery of the activity in the marina. At the marina, the recovery is happening faster than the tourism sector in general. We are almost in the figures we had before the pandemic. We felt it especially in the boats in bays, where we are currently close to 88% occupancy, a great figure but still with little traffic. If normally in the marina we had an average of 1,100 vessels in transit, we will close 2021 with 862. We still suffer a little, but it is normal because we must take into account all the mobility restrictions that have had the Asian markets of sailors who use the port, as well as the restrictions that are having in our main Asian country, which is the United Kingdom. In conclusion, an important date for the tourism sector that leaves us all with a clear conclusion. From all areas, we must work together as a team to fight the consequences of the pandemic and mark the beginning of the tourism sector recovery on the Costa del Sol.
City Council announced that 22 hotel companies will benefit from the second call of the Reabre Benalmádena Aid, launched by the government team to help the hotel plan maintain their activity.
Benalmádena's mayor, Víctor Navas, and General Administration Councilman Sergio Torralbo report last week on the second call for an aid to the hotel plant, one of the extraordinary measures implemented by the government team to help mitigate the economic impact of the pandemic. The mayor began by explaining the situation experienced by the City Council during these last years. In 2015, we arrived at a city council with a financial debt of 124 million, and we organized the public coffers, becoming the municipality with more than 20,000 inhabitants in all of Spain that eliminated its debt more quickly. We start the legislature in 2019 with loads of projects ready for execution to advance the revitalization of Benalmádena, but in March 2020 came the pandemic, forcing us to transform the work at City Council. We temporarily set aside investments to prioritize the most urgent aid and meet the basic needs of citizens in a situation of greater economic and social precariousness. The mayor highlighted that within this line of extraordinary initiatives to address the crisis situation caused by the pandemic, there were aids to micro-SMEs, self-employed and hotel plant. Being aware that the hotel plant is the most important productive sector of the city, in which more employment is generated, in 2020 we already launched the Aid to the Hotel Plant, an initiative that we have been able to carry out thanks to the fact that the local administration enjoys a solvent economic situation. Benalmádena, along with Mijas, have been the municipalities of the province that have offered the most substantial aid to its business fabric. The mayor recalled that the two calls have involved an overall investment of more than 400,000 euros, with different amounts depending on the number of beds that each hotel has. In the first call, we had 16 companies from the tourism sector, and we have taken out a second call with 21 establishments benefit. These grants help to maintain employment figures and tourist occupancy in the city. Benalmádena has managed to open its hotel plant thanks to a major effort by entrepreneurs in the sector, which we wanted to support. This allowed that in 2021, Benalmádena present its best employment figures since 2006. Thanks to our economic capacity and solvency, we are going to launch this 2022 one of the largest investments in the city in recent years, with more than 30 million euros. Torralbo stressed the importance of these grants and highlight that this second call has a budget of 213,000 euros. We have been 22 hotel companies that have competed, of which 21 have been beneficiaries, being excluded only one for not meeting the requirements set out in the basis. Specifically, the second call amounts to 213,000 euros, and each hotel company will receive between 6,000 and 15,000 euros, depending on aspects such as the number of rooms. The councilman recalled that the beneficiary hotel establishments must meet as a condition to receive aid to maintain at least 25% of the workforce for a year. We are working together with the municipal intervention so that these subsidies are paid in the coming weeks, which will be an important lifeline for companies that make up the main industry of our municipality. We are very pleased to contribute to the revival of the business fabric, facilitating the maintenance of jobs.
The government team held a meeting with different associations from the municipality like ACEP or AECOS to present them the project for the revitalization and remodeling of Benalmádena Costa.
Benalmádena's mayor, Víctor Navas, held a meeting with representatives of different associations from the municipality to present the project for the improvement and transformation of Benalmádena Costa promoted by the municipal government. ACEP, AECOS, and ASTB participated in this meeting that also counted with the presence of the Urban Planning Councilwoman María Isabel Ruiz, Mobility Councilman Javier Marín, and the municipal technicians from various delegations responsible for the projects. Navas explained that during the meeting they have been shown in detail the latest developments in mobility, as well as the way in which the project will be developed over the coming months. Within the process of citizen participation that involves our development of Benalmádena's sustainable urban development strategy, we have held a meeting with AECOS, ACEP, and ASTB to explain the latest developments in the remodeling and revitalization project of Antonio Machado Avenue. We have taken into account the results of the pilot test start in May, and we have also taken the opportunity to exchange ideas and reflections to move forward and continue building together the model of city that Benalmádena Costa needs, a model that will involve the largest economic investment in recent decades in this area of the municipality. Our project has received the unanimous support of the three associations, an initiative that will serve to modify mobility, revitalize spaces, and reneutralize the environment with new green areas, thus settling an outstanding account with Benalmádena Costa, which had not received an investment of this kind for decades. At the meeting, the government team has agreed with businessmen and hoteliers to change the location of the bus lane, which will be located in the south lane towards Torremolinos. Among the commitments agreed at today's meeting is the realization of sectoral tables from February, in which we will refine the project together, readjusting the actions to be to the liking of all social actors involved in the transformation. Another of the commitments requested by traders and hoteliers has been the strengthening of public transport, an aspect in which we are already making progress by offering free use to registered citizens, although we will continue working to reach more places. We are also already working on the creation of new parking areas. We are very pleased that the commitment to the development of a new city model for the coast is taking shape with the involvement of social partners and citizens. The mayor concluded by reaching out again to other political forces represented in the city council. It makes no sense that while much of the public, groups, social partners, and entrepreneurs are in favor of a project that will transform and improve Benalmádena Costa, some parties persist in branding it as harmful to the city and urge us to return the 10 million euros of funds that the European Union has granted us for its development.
The Andalusian tourism delegate in Malaga, Nuria Rodriguez, visited Benalmádena last week to meet with the mayor Víctor Navas and highlight a new aid aimed to enhance the Jardines del Muro area.
Benalmádena's mayor, Víctor Navas, held a meeting last Friday with Junta de Andalucía Tourism Territorial Delegate in Malaga, Nuria Rodriguez. The mayor valued positively a new grant adjudged to our municipality for the enhancements of the Jardines del Muro area. Today, the delegate has confirmed the receipt of a grant from the Junta to finance the works of enhancements of the Jardines del Muro, one of the most emblematic places of Benalmádena Pueblo that was designed by César Manrique. From the municipal government, we continue to seek investments to make the three areas of the town as attractive as possible for tourism, an activity that we continue to support from the City Council in this complicated context with that second call for aid to the hotel plant, whose beneficiaries we recently announced. Another aspect that I discussed today with the delegate is the need we have to know what are the homes for tourist purpose we have in the municipality. Navas also spoke about the request they've made to the delegate asking the regional government to facilitate Benalmádena's access to the new tourism sustainability plans, whose objective will be to complete the Albaitar Park, called to be the Great Green Lung of the Costa del Sol. On her part, Rodriguez highlighted the Munitur grant that is going to benefit 9 municipalities on our province. Today, I returned to visit this city council to see firsthand the needs of Benalmádena in tourism, in addition to informing the mayor about the aid and tools that we put in place for the tourism sector. I want to put in value a grant of the Munitur line, which we offer to tourist municipalities. Malaga is the Andalusian province that has a greater number of these, a total of 9, among which is Benalmádena. The City Council have presented us with a very interesting project to benefit from this line of subsidies, consisting of the enhancement of the Jardines del Muro, aimed at strengthening the tourist attractions with the aim of achieving the deseasonalization. The delegate pointed out that the grant for Benalmádena, amounting to €290,540, will finance 100% of the project, which will consist of works to improve and strengthen this natural viewpoint.
This year returns the Calamorro Sky Race, organized by Benalmádena's Alpine Club in collaboration with City Council. The test changed this year with a new format and will also serve as the Andalusian Championship of Mountain Races.
Sports Councilman Joaquín Villazón received on Tuesday the visit from representatives of Benalmádena's Alpine Club, with whom he held a meeting to discuss the preparations for the Calamorro Sky Race, which will again fill our highlands with the best mountain runners. The councilman began by highlighting the leap in quality that this event is experiencing. This year, the test will make a qualitative leap, going from popular race to have a greater prestige to become Championship of Andalucía. With this test, we want to place Benalmádena on the world map of mountain races within several years, taking advantage of our mountains, and therefore we thank the Benalmádena's Alpine Club the work they are doing to achieve this. He also explained the two tests that will make up the competition, one official and one popular. The race will not lose its popular character, as we will maintain an open for all those interested in participating. We will simply take a step further by incorporating the Championship of Andalucía. For his part, the technical director of Benalmádena's Alpine Club, Gonzalo Cea, highlighted the great commitment being made to this event. In this edition, they have made a very strong bet for the event to have a qualitative leap, being the test this year also the Andalusian Championship of Mountain Races. This year's race will be the beginning of a great project to position this event at national and international level within 3 to 5 years, and therefore the race will have a new schedule, a spectacular route, and we are working to have the best runners at national and Andalusian level. Cea, who is also Andalusian mountain race coach, explained that they wanted to give a boost to this race with a new format, new logo, and better prices. We have also redesigned the logo, and we have proposed a new communication strategy betting on important economic prices to attract the best runners. We have changed the race format. At the end, there will be a coexistence with a celebration, which has led to a change of schedule, moving from the morning to a 3 p.m. start. The race will be held on March 26 and will have two modalities, the Andalusian Championship and a more affordable open test for those interested in getting a start in this sport.
And these are today's headlines. Benalmádena presents its new tourism strategy in Fitur. "22 hotels will benefit from the second call Reabre Benalmádena." City Council meets with ACEP, AECOS and ASEP. Navas held an encounter with the Andalusian Tourism Territorial Delegate. The Calamorro Sky Race will be the Andalusian Championship of Mountain Races. The weather forecast for the weekend will leave us with skies with intervals of low clouds, more abundant in the western half, where weak and occasional precipitation is likely. Minimum temperatures on the rise and maximums unchanged. Winds from the east occasionally strong on the coast and in the regions of Ronda and Antequera. And that's all. Thank you for watching us, and remember, you can stay updated on our website or social media profile on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend.